Potentially.
And this one is for your like your country because the washing machine is can use for like a jeans, t-shirt, and it's a normal cost something. But for in Asia, sometimes you use for the silk cannot be used for the linen.
Right, and you
cannot.
can't use yours.
Yeah.
You just, there's certain fabrics that
It's
should be
fabrics.
used.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
But
fabric
you put
items.
them in the bag.
you can put them in the bag, right. But some clothes, because when they spin,
Yeah, to spread it.
it wrinkles them,
Right.
and so that's why you have like a gentle
Shear.
cycle,
Yeah.
so it doesn't wrinkle the
Yeah.
clothes up as bad.
Right, so for example, the silk.
Silk,
Silk.
linen,
Silk.
Silk, yes.
And maybe
Yeah.
it's the thin fabrics like aผ้าบางๆผ้าลูกไม้อะไรเขาเรียกอะไรก็อย่างเงี้ยใช้ไม่ได้ผ้าลูกไม้เขาเรียกว่าอะไรผ้าลูกไม้
So, before I buy something, I look at the tag.
Right.
What's the fabric?
Right.
Can it be
right.
washed?
See for the
Is it
media.
dry clean only?
Mhm.
What can I do with that
Yeah.
fabric? Yeah, so,
In Asia, the cost of living for here the servant is cheap, but for your country should be help yourself and do yourself.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LVCE less per
Rest.
ใช่ไหม
ใช่for the less.
What's that?
LVCE
LAC
Lace,
rest, silk, and linen.
rayon, silk.
หรือไม่ก็
Yeah, yeah.
Gupper
Huh?
Gupper GUIPURE
Glitters. And then this is one of kinds of fabrics cannot be used in the washing machine.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, some fabrics
you have
cannot be
to
hand wash
hand wash.
Or-
Just a hand wash.
or send to the dry cleaners.
Yeah, for the laundry man.
Yeah. Okay, so what would
Which
be,
advantage, for my opinion, somehow if they have a lot of washing machine, you can make a lot of money.
oh, okay, so it's a business. Yes,
For the business.
yes. Saves time, convenience. Yeah, so commercially, it can be
Yeah.
used as a business.
Yeah,
Yes.
outside we
Yes.
have a lot of
I have
for a washing machine.
close to my house, I have a dry cleaner
Yeah.
here, and then I have
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
laundromat,
Yeah.
lots and lots
Yeah,
and lots
yeah.
of machines.
Yeah.
Lots of machines.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I need to take huge amounts,
Yeah.
Then I can take it
Small
over.
one and
small one, they've got big ones,
Yeah.
big ones.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
So what's another electronic device that we use?
Cooker, air conditioner,
Air conditioner,
air conditioner.
air conditioner. Now, if I write a word up, does everyone know what potentially means?
Potentially.
Potentially? I wrote, can potentially ruin clothes, so it has the ability to do something.
Ability to do something.
Yeah, potentially, the ability to.
ไอ้ตัวนี้คือ potential.
is possible
It can potentially ruin clothes. Someone has the potential to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an air conditioner, what's the obvious thing with the air conditioner? Keeps us cool.
Comfortable.
What's the advantage of an air conditioner? Keeps us cool.
You will feel fine.
Keeps us cool. and comfortable.
Comfortable.
keep us.
Keeps us cool and comfortable. So, yeah. So before an air conditioner, we would be in here. Would we want to be in here?
Yeah.
Maybe we would want to be outside in the under a tree.
It's a must.
Yeah.
I don't like,
You don't like being outside?
I don't, my room, I don't like to open.
You don't like to open? Yeah. No, we want to keep everything closed up.
It's we can control the temperature for every who need the temperature, you know, like a cat. I need the cool one.
You need a cool.
Yeah.
So now what would be a disadvantage of an air conditioner? What's the downside of having an air conditioner? Sometimes gets too cold,
Yeah.
so,
You feel cold.
It's too much.
okay, very expensive,
Cost lots of money.
very expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive, and you have to pay a lot.
Yeah. Pay more electricity.
Yeah, very expensive to operate.
Yeah. To operate.
To pay
And so not energy efficient,
Yeah.
not energy
Yeah.
efficient.
Energy, not energy efficient. And you have to pay more electricity bill.
And not energy efficient. And for some people, it might be cost prohibitive.
Right.
In other words, there's no way that they can afford to have it. It can be cost. Very expensive to operate, not energy efficient, can be cost prohibitive to poor people. So, yeah, there's people that just,
You cannot afford.
they cannot afford it, it's prohibitive, prohibitive, prohibitive. So in the States, we would say it's cost prohibitive. So in a company, you would say, oh, it's cost prohibitive that we do this, that we take this on.
What is the minimum prohibited?
It's, you cannot do it. It's not reasonable to do something. Not reasonable.
Not reasonable.
Not reasonable, prohibitive. It's not reasonable. So prohibitive, the root word is prohibit, so to keep from.
Not reasonable, it not mean, not ability, not reasonable.
It's not reasonable, yeah. It's prohibitive,
You can afford to.
you can't afford, in this case, you can't
Yes.
afford. Cost prohibitive. We'll do maybe a couple more here. It says to do 8, but if we can get down through. Has everyone got, can I erase this then? Cost prohibitive. So what would be, let's do a couple more here if we can. What would be another electronic device? So, we've got air conditioner, washing machine,
time saving.
What else do we use? Is a car an electronic device anymore?
With time saving. About the time saving.
Would a car be a device? Or a motorcycle be a device? Or are we thinking a device? I'm thinking that it's something that's smaller. And it doesn't have to be, if it's just a list of time, it's asking for time-saving devices. So the air conditioner wouldn't be time-saving, but it could be time-saving because it's helping us to stay cool so we can get our work done faster. So an air conditioner could be a time-saving. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's a time-saving device? What other?
Skytrain. Skytrain.
SkyTrain? That's a device? Okay, well, yeah, it would be. So what's the advantage?
Set time.
Gets us
Set
someplace.
time, on time.
You can setting the time for
Save.
appointment.
Saves time,
Set time, on time,
time.
and in time.
Okay, saves time.
Is setting the time.
Dependable transportation, dependable. Dependable,
It's time.
for time. Dependable. So we can depend on that train to be
There's a
always on
schedule of
time.
the train.
So we can say, oh, I have an appointment at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I can depend on that train to get me there in
You
time.
can fix the time like this.
No, we have, we can see from the time schedule.
Yeah, you have the time schedule, yeah.
And,
I think I've got dependable, I think dependable has an A.
yeah, depends.
Dependable for time. What's a disadvantage?
The cost is too expensive.
Expensive?
Yes.
And it does,
I don't think so, I don't think so for the charge of expensive.
okay, so that's an opinion.
This is a
So-
mass, you know, this is a mass.
Different opinion.
Yeah, it's a difference of opinion, so some people could say it's expensive, some people, so, if we could say, for me, regardless of the cost, coming from the United States where everything is handicap accessible,
Mhm,
it's not handicap accessible.
mhm.
For people in wheelchairs, we have a lot of people in wheelchairs that get around the city, but this city is not handicap friendly.
This is, in Bangkok is not so well prepared for the handicap.
Yeah, they're not, it's not handicap, yeah, friendly here. So it's, I'll put in here, not handicap friendly.
Just only for the elevators.
Or real, or
Yeah.
elderly.
Elderly person. Elderly person.
So it's not handicap or elderly friendly. So if I'm a really old person,
Yeah.
I can't get up the stairs, I can't
Right.
walk up the stairs, because I don't think there are elevators, lifts.
Elevator just you know, provide in the MRT or SkyTrain office, office in the office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't
Oh,
provide.
yeah. For
They do,
They do. They have now.
but how do they
We
get
will
up?
develop for every station.
But most of the station in Thailand, most of the station of the SkyTrain in Thailand, they are lift. Also,
Oh, they do have lifts.
The lift,
Yes.
the lift, I mean, the
And
lift.
there are many guards to help the
Okay, so you have-
disabled.
Okay,
No.
so you have to go through a guard, you have to check with a guard to get to the lift?
Yes, yes. Because all the ส่วนมากพวกนี้นะ disabled person I have someone to take care of them. So
Okay,
you
so
have
they-
to bring them
So
to
it's
the
more kind-
elevator. It means it is a lift, the lift.
You can ask for the
Same.
help of the guards
Okay.
at the station. They can help you to go up the station.
Up to the lift?
Yes.
So does it
And
have
into the
an
train
elevator?
Yes,
Elevator and the
yes,
same the lift.
elevator.
They do have elevators.
Yes,
Lift
elevator.
also the lifts.
คือลิฟต์นี่มันภาษาไทยอะลิฟต์นี่มันเป็นภาษาอเมริกันใช่ไหม elevator นึงจะเป็นภาษา
Lifts,
อังกฤษ
lifts and elevator are the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
เหมือนกับ
See, I've never seen it, so that's
แบบเดียว
good,
กัน
that's good for me to know,
Yes.
because I've never seen an elevator. So if I hurt my leg and I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
go up the steps,
Yeah.
there's someone
Help you. Yeah.
down somewhere that on the lower level to help me get up?
Yeah.
by elevator or by the lift
Okay.
as well.
So I will look for that, I'm gonna look for that and see how, because the people the other people who've been here with Mary Noel, they don't even know that there's lifts. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
hard to
I
find.
always
Yeah.
use the lift
Because,
also if I have if I hold a lot of heavy things.
So you take the elevator up?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes for the elderly, sometimes this lift are served for the elderly person and disabled or the
Okay, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was all handicap, so I can erase this, because it doesn't apply. I just never see anyone handicapped though.
Yeah.
They're all young and mobile. So what's the downside? What's the disadvantage of the SkyTrain? What would be a disadvantage? You said it was too expensive, but that's an opinion?
It depends on how many person to go with.
Okay, so maybe too expensive? What would be other than an opinion, what would be a real disadvantage for the
One
SkyTrain?
station, 14 baht.
One station is 14 baht to go from one station.
Maybe very expensive.
45เอาคิดแบบไหนคิดจากต้นถึงปลายถึงปลาย
ถ้าถึงปลายนี่ประมาณ50 กว่าบาทพี่ได้ไปมาแล้ว
ใช่
If
ส่วนอะไรที่ทางด้านที่สี่สตาร์ทภาษาห้าแล้ว ทีนี้ที่พี่หมายถึงว่าแบบนี้ก็คือว่าขึ้นอยู่กับคนว่าไปกี่คน
If, go ahead, Nat.
if I am older,
She is an elderly person. She can get a 50% discount for the ticket. You know.
Okay, so that's an advantage. You mean I can get a 50%, I can ask for a 50% discount?
Oh, I'm not sure because you are not
no,
Thai.
for Thai only.
Thai only.
I'm not sure this is policy. This
Not
is not
unfair. I think unfair.
Yeah, because in the United States, and my tracks,
Right,
my
right.
train, I can say
ไม่มีแบบนั้น
reduced fare.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
get reduced fare.
Yeah.
And I just punch that button, no questions, and just reduce fare, so I get $1.25. Like, so, I don't know how many baht that would be to take me anywhere. And I have 3 hours to do that, so I can do $1.25 for 3 hours, takes me anywhere in Salt Lake.
And if you want to use VIP card,
Yeah, you got a
can
senior.
use it, no name, you can
Yeah.
use it.
I'm not sure for the foreigner person. If you have the work permit, you can apply for the elderly person 50% discount.
Oh, okay.
If you stay longer, you know, if you stay long.
I have the orange card that's for the SkyTrain. It's like tap
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
tap off.
Ah,
Yeah, I
this
have
is the
that.
temporary. If you have the, you know, the not temporary and not a temporary
Right.
you can save it. And for every time you use to catch part, it is not put in the, you know,
Yeah.
you can just slip
Can
past.
use
lolly
So
cat tax.
tax, yeah.
Everyone can use no name.
Oh.
The guy,
So so I don't think that there's any disadvantage then to using the SkyTrain
The place for terrorism.
for terrorism.
Yeah.
So it's easy for a terrorist
Yeah.
to access it, so there's not any security.
Yeah. there are so many security to see you when you are in trams or exit.
พี่แค่ใส่เท้าเข้ามาเย็น
Có một cái ly,
No security.
để
Potential for terrorists.
Mình chỉ viên chỉ xả bỏ cái nó màไม่ไหว
เอายาดมนะ
ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวขึ้นทานน้ำอุ่นละทานน้ำอุ่น
Yeah, because there was that bombing, what, it's, Safan toxin, yeah. That killed, what, 20 people
no
or
security I don't think so no security
no security? Yeah.
ไม่ปลอดภัย
You see somebody there kind of going through, but they really don't do anything. I mean, I walk through, they look in your bag.
potential for
It's
For terrorism.
potential for terrorists. So from what I've seen, you've got very limited security
Yeah.
when you get in there.
โทษนะคะคุณนัท
So,
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะ
yeah. Okay, well, it's great.
It will happen in many countries.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah,
your country also.
yeah, in our country, yeah, yeah.
no security
We've had terrorist attacks in public transportation, yeah.
Yes, it's one of the public.
What country was it that had the ricin attack? The ricin gas attack, that killed a lot of terrorists. Bonus. Well, we'll take a break.
Yeah, good.
Sure.
we can do that
Go to Taksim, SkyTrain and สยามนะคะนี่คือสยามแล้วก็อันนี้สยาม Station
Right.
and this train SkyTrain อันนี้ go to สนามกีฬาแห่งชาติ National Museum
โอ้หรือเปล่า
Natural Museum.
your
บอกเขาเลยชอบบอกเขาเลยของฝาก
In the science station, yeah.
ให้ครูที่อะไร
บอกฝากเขาดีนะ
Oh, watch it. On that. Time. Yeah, that was on the map, yeah.
And go to airport link, but I don't know you after start.
I'll ask the staff.
Yes, and this is SkyTrain.
SkyTrain, yeah.
Yes, and for you come back to airport link.
From the airport.
This for
ใช่
your
ใช่ก็ไปรับ
Your power to the by that
หมอชิดหมอชิดจากเชนเดอะสเตท
เมื่อวานคุย
ส
เรื่
ยา
อง
ม
นี้
your downstairs
Downstairs,
go to Ceylon.
Ceylon.
ก็จะไปสนามบินตัว
Oh, but you go downstairs.
Yes,
สกายเทรน
yes.
Oh,
มันจะถูกกว่าไม่เร็วกว่า
and I was at Ceylon the other day.
ก็เลยแนะนำว่าเขาไป
Yeah, I was at Ceylon the other day.
มักกะสัน
And did
เรา
a,
ไปลงที่
พญาไท
สี่ระยะ
we went from Chatham, we were on the metro.
มันก็ต้องไป
Yeah, the underground.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we had to get up and change, yeah.
When you go back to home,
แบบนี้ชื่อ
you go to สยามเป็นสถานีสยามสยาม
Station ไปต่อ
You cannot after train you
Go down. Okay.
go to Saturday.
ที่จะ
Soliday.
Yes.
ให้เวลาละเอียด
Yeah, Soliday and
Saturday.
Ceylon. And
Go
Ceylon.
to Ceylon. Go to
ส
Taksim.
ยามครับ
Okay, so let me check I've got a map here of,
ผ่านไปทางนี้เล
ข่าวย อีกทาง
let me see. Savannah Bumi, Savannah Bumi, Savannah Bumi. Thank you. Nine, thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that today after class. I'm heading to the airport. I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna take the 15 though to a place first and then get on the train, the Sky train at Ceylon. And then take the, so I've got to do some other things before I head to the airport. So we'll figure out, I'll have to figure it out. Or I might just leave from here and just go walk up to the Sky train and get on it. That might be the easiest, that's gonna be better.
Yes, and we will change the line at Siam
Siam
Station.
Station,
แค่บอก
yeah.
จะไปที่สีลมอยากซื้อของ
Yeah.
ไม่ก็แกบอกเดี๋ยวนี้ไงว่าแกจะเดินไปสถานีแล้วแกไปดีกว่าที่ถึงจะบอกว่า
Oh, thank you, thank you.
แกบอกเลยวันนี้ว่าแกจะเดินไปที่
So it says it takes an hour and
เดิน
23
ไม่เดิน
minutes.
ไม่ไหว
ไหวแกเดินมาแล้ว
มีรถเมล์ฟรี you cannot walk to ตากสิน station free
Just
free
bus.
one number 1 and 15
1 and 15?
yes but the cream color
Cream,
cream color and
and blue.
cream red
I never know which one's free.
เดี๋ยวเอารูปให้ดูรถเมล์ฟรี
It's always confusing to me which one I'm taking. I've never taken the free bus.
you cannot walk
I can walk, I walked it.
the bus free charge
ไปที่สถานีต่าง
Then I need to take the free so I don't
เป็นไป
sweat.
ไหนเป็นไปแอร์พอร์ตอ๋อแอร์พอร์ตลิงก์ค่ะ
ใช่ค่ะพี่เป็นไปแอร์พอร์ตลิงก์พี่
แอร์พอร์ตลิงก์เหรอให้แกไปลงประตูน้ำสิ
ก็ใช่ค่ะบอกแกแล้วเมื่อวานนะอธิบาย
อ๋อแกจะไปอย่างนี้แกจะไป BTS แล้วไปต่อพญาไท
ใช่ถูกต้องเลยพี่อธิบายบอกแกได้เลยไปทำไม
แกไปทำไม
แกจะไปรับใคร
That's
ของ
not. So I do have maps on here.
เดี๋ยวเวียนหัวเดี๋ยวก่อน
Well, I'll get
วัน
there.
นั้นเห็นแกบอกไปเลย
I have trusty map will travel. Yeah. Trusty map will travel. Sometimes it gets too confusing because I don't have internet service, so that's why I like to have an actual map. So, I'm gonna see if I can download this. Do you have any questions? Okay, ask me.
Oh, well.
Oh, you will come to an intersection? An intersection? Oh, this is the bus. Oh, okay.
free bus นะ free bus
Free bus, so it's got the blue, the cream,
cream and red
cream color up here, blue here. Cream, cream, and the blue that goes across. Is the blue.
and this Thai รถเมล์ฟรี
That's free.
yes free
Okay, but it has